All right, Joe. I think we're
We
live.
are. Kingsland Connection.
Kingsland Connection.
We're back. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
It is.
It's Monday, January 11th. It's a good day.
January 11th. What?
Good day.
What is
I
going?
wonder what's January 11th.
What is going on
today? It's a national holiday. I don't know if you knew that, Bobby.
A national holiday.
It's a national holiday. That's what I keep telling the whole team.
What's this?
It's my birthday, everyone. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you so very,
If you're
very much.
watching, go ahead and say happy birthday to Joe. He needs all the love.
Thank you. The offices are open 9 to 4 today.
Yes.
If you want to drop off any cookies,
Cupcakes.
any of
Yes.
that, I know our team would love that. So, but don't feel obligated.
yeah.
We definitely
Well,
don't want to do that.
happy birthday.
Thank
Want to
you.
welcome everybody. Kingsland Connection. The purpose of the
Yes.
Kingsland Connection is to extend Sunday into the work week. We're going to
That's right.
talk about Sunday, but we're also going to talk about all the stuff we have coming
Yes,
up.
awesome sermon series this weekend.
Yeah, great sermon series.
awesome.
But this weekend, man, it was cold.
It was very, very cold.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in Chicago in December for Christmas, and it was -6 there.
Wow.
And I could not get back sooner to Texas, and loved the great state of Texas. And then here we are. It almost snowed yesterday. Can you believe that?
It snowed everywhere,
Everywhere else
but here.
but here.
Yes.
And I was like so excited for
Yes.
like maybe a little bit of snow, but
So when it's cold, I love soup. I love stew.
You're a soup guy, huh?
I'm
I'm a chili guy.
Okay, chili.
chili.
You like? What's your favorite chili? Here's the biggest debate
Okay.
with chili: beans or no beans. If you're watching, comment.
Oh,
chili.
beans or no beans?
Beans or no beans in your chili?
I'm a beans guy. Give me the beans.
I am too.
Give me
but
the beans.
most people from Texas are like, if it's beans in your chili, then you're it's not real chili.
Yeah, no,
And
it's
so
good. Beans and chili.
I'm
good.
Texas
Put
through
more
and through.
stuff in. The more that's in there, the more meat. Oof.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Just load it up. And Brad Fleury makes fun of me for my beans. I love beans,
Come on,
but
Brad.
I understand why. I get the history of chili,
Mm-hmm.
but tell us in the comments: beans or no beans?
Oh, a lot of
Yeah.
people saying beans. Ashley, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Here we
you,
go.
beans.
We got beans. But
Mr. Romano,
yeah.
beans, saying a lot of people beans.
But if you don't go with chili, like what's your favorite soup or stew that you
Man,
like
I don't
to
know.
put
I
on?
just like broccoli cheddar. I
Okay.
like the lobster bisque.
Ooh, lobster
That's all
bisque.
good. How
That's
about you?
fancy, man. I actually made stew this weekend with some wild duck. Some wild duck stew.
You
It
did.
was-
You went
it was
a little
really
duck
good.
hunting.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
It was
Fresh.
so good, fresh. Like,
Delicious?
Yeah, it was.
Eric,
the best.
Alex, what are your favorite? Beans.
Beans in the chili.
Chili saying beans in the chili. Oh, Alex
No
is saying
beans.
no beans. There could be a fight back here. I don't know. Let's not do that.
Oh, chowder.
Chowder. They like their chowder.
I'm not a chowder fan, but
I can do chowder.
To each his own. Yeah.
White chili? That's good. We got a white chili fan back here. That's good. Let us
So-
know what your soups are.
Yeah, let us know your soups.
We wanna hear from you.
Enough about cold weather and soups and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Let's talk about Sunday.
Sunday.
How was your Sunday?
Good sermon. It was very, very good Sunday.
Yeah.
We good KSM student ministry up there. Students coming back. Next week we start core groups, which means our small groups on Sunday morning. So
Nice.
we're super excited about that. But it was good. But man, let's talk about his message.
Yeah, the Message Sunday, with new series, the Reset series. Pastor Ryan. Man, it was so good.
It was.
It was good for me, like hearing it and being able to kind of take these things and evaluate my own personal stuff,
Right.
as well as help and see others that I'm,
Yeah, you were
we
telling
work
me the
with.
story about Charlie earlier.
Yeah, so with the sermon, if you hadn't heard the sermon, go on YouTube right now. Go to the Kingsland.org. Scroll down, you can see all the sermons and make sure you watch it. You don't miss this
Really
one.
good.
But he talks about lies that we believe. We're talking about the man at the pool,
Yep, Bethesda.
Bethesda, and there's 4 lies that when we look at our circumstances or our predicaments, there's 4 lies that usually kind of emerge.
Right.
They kind of come out, and lie number 1 is you're alone. That we start believing I'm the only one. We say those things.
Right.
I'm behind.
Right.
Like everybody else is ahead. We start comparing. I'm hopeless. There's just no hope. I'm just gonna be like this forever.
Right.
And then I'm condemned. God is punishing me. So these 4 lies, it's just powerful for us to examine and see where the enemy is trying to cause chaos in our life and to bring these lies about so that we can identify them
Right.
and call them what they are.
Right.
They're not from the Lord. They are lies. So with Charlie,
Right.
back to that, just to explain all that stuff. But the other day, he's tying his shoes, learning how to tie his shoes, and he's getting frustrated. And I built him this little thing to practice, and he's going through. And he says to me while he's there, he kind of breaks down. He's like, I'm the only one at school that doesn't know how to tie their shoes. And so I immediately, I recognize, that is the false statement.
Right.
Like, all the kids at your school, there's kindergartens at your school still wearing Velcro,
exactly.
bro. And so I was able to help him process. Think of everybody at school.
Sure.
Think in big picture.
Right.
Do you really believe you're? And he just said, no, I'm not. And so when we recognize these 4 common lies in our life, then we're able to see them in our kids and call them out and help him. I was able to help him recognize that. And then he kind of chest came out a little bit more. We kept practicing, and finally got it down. But man, it was just so prevalent for me to this Sunday. Talking about those lies, and for me to be sensitive, not only in my own life, but those around me and my kids. What about you?
No, that's good. Yeah. For those of you that are watching, Pastor Rush had this assessment card made up. Our communications team did an awesome job.
Yeah,
and it talks about.
You can grab one of these, or you can go on the Kingsland app, and there's a digital version of this too.
Right. He talks about my biggest predicament, and then the back he talks about the lies we tell ourselves, the pools of false hope, God's promises, and like we were talking earlier, Bobby. One thing that Pastor Rush said that I wrote down was hopelessness is a result of the pool, not the predicament. And I thought that was super profound because I was listening to a podcast by Tim Keller. It was like a few months ago, and I don't even remember what the podcast was. I'll try to find it and send it in a link. But he was talking about how it's interesting that people can go through the same scenarios or similar scenarios in life, and some people's faith in God can grow because of how he helps them through it and walks through it, and other people's faith can either be destroyed or that their lives can look drastically different. It's like almost like brothers growing up in the same household can have the same experiences, the same upbringing, the same hurts and wounds possibly from their parents, but they can have 2 totally different outcomes. And I thought that was really, really good because it isn't a matter of our predicament. It's what we go to for help. And I love how Pastor Rush was talking about helping us identify the pools that we go to. What are those false things? Like the invalid, he thought the pool was what was going to help him, but the reality was the man standing there, Jesus, was looking him in the eye and saying, hey, do you really want to get well? And I think that's the question that God asks a lot of us all the time, but we're like, but I think I need to go get well by XYZ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I just thought
we,
that was
we have different pools in our life.
Yeah.
It's 100%. And so identifying the lies, but then looking and breaking down and destroying those pools that you run to and only running to the Father. And that's huge. It's such a refreshing sermon. And this is just
I'm excited where it's going to go.
I know this is part 1 of the 3-part reset series. And so just to forecast or give you a little teaser, right here next week, we got a special guest that's going to be with us.
It's going to be fun. We're going to make a room for him.
Yeah. So we'll have a special guest in the Kingsland Connection next week. But so if you haven't listened to the sermon, go and listen. You got to hear this because next week is just going to build on it, and it's
super good,
important.
And grab those cards too, fill them out, go to the app. That'd be good.
Yeah, put all the work into it. I promise you're going to be blessed with it.
Yeah, so, let me throw that link in there.
Yeah, throw the link in there. Let's transition. We always want to give resources every time, every Monday, and we have a great resource on Empowered Homes. It's called the Spiritual Reset, and the Spiritual Reset is what we call a Abide prayer guide, and it's just a prayer guide with scripture that you would go through, and it gives you some prompts to process and to reset. It's super powerful. So Joe's going to put that resource, empoweredhomes.org/spiritual reset. He's going to put that in the link.
Put it in.
So it's a really good resource to check out and to go through. You can actually print it off and write notes on it. It's a really good.
Yeah.
And then if you're checking that out, we have over 60 different Abide prayer guides on Empowered Homes, just that goes through scripture and that you pray through, and it's really powerful tool. So make sure you check that out. It's so connected to this sermon too. More resources. We got the Win at Home question. I like this question.
Yeah,
Joe, what's our question?
It kind of lines up a little bit with our sermon series too, as I was kind of looking at it. The question is, if you could pick your own name, what would it be?
Okay.
If you could pick your own name,
Yeah.
What would it be? What were some of the things that you said you
So
would do?
you could pick your own name. So this question's meant to just spark conversation with your family.
Yep.
And so definitely, I can't wait to. My kids make up these crazy names, like these comic book names, like Charlie. He's got this name Charlando.
Charlando. Ooh,
Charlando
that's good.
is his made
Kinda
up
like Rambo,
comic. Yeah,
but it's Charlando.
his made
That's
up
good.
comic name. I call him that now. I'm like, hey Charlando. Just anyway.
That's awesome.
For me, I always loved the name Arnold.
You want to be Arnold?
I wanted to be Arnold. I don't know.
You always
why.
loved the name Arnold.
I don't know why. Growing up, I was like, man, you know what'd be cool? If my name was Arnold.
That'd be a good name.
People would think I'm so
Good name for
awesome.
you. Brisket's also a good name. That's a
Brisket
good nickname
is
for
a-
you because
is-
you like brisket
yes,
so much.
brisket's
You know,
a good name.
my dad wanted to name me Anthony,
Okay.
but my mom won out on that one. So here
Okay.
I am. I'm Joe. But
Joe.
I always thought Ronnie would be cool.
Ronnie.
I'd be a Ronnie.
Yeah.
I don't know
Ronnie
if that's-
Coleman.
What about you guys? Eric, what do you want your name to be? Michael?
Michael.
Eric wants to be Michael. How about you, Alex?
Felipe. Okay.
Felipe. We got a Felipe back here. So if you see Eric Friedman,
Call
you start
Michael.
calling him Michael. And then if you see Alex, you can start calling him Felipe.
Felipe.
And then we've got
That's
Brisket and Ronnie.
Right. Brisket
So,
and Ronnie. Arnold, man.
Arnold.
It was
Arnold,
the coolest
yes.
name. I don't know why.
It's Arnold.
Anyways, we got some cool stuff coming up this week, Joe.
Dude, Wednesday nights start
Wednesday
back
nights.
up right
Yep.
here, January 13th. Super excited.
Yep.
Pretty much everything's going down. Go to the website.
Yep.
Check out what's happening.
Drop the website in right now on
Yep.
Facebook, kingsland.org/Wednesday nights. We got a ton of stuff. And I'm going to shameless plug this. If you are kind of wrestling with Pastor's sermon series about lies and the enemy and these pools that you go to, we have breakthroughs on Wednesday nights kicking off. I help teach along with Susan Sal and a lot of
that's
other leaders. And breakthroughs, if you've not been through breakthroughs as an adult, every time I teach and go through it, this is like the fourth or fifth semester I've done. I always learn, so God shows me something. So
Super good.
if you haven't been through breakthroughs, that's my shameless plug. On Wednesday nights, be there. We also have Jones's study, 1st and 2nd Corinthians.
Steve Jones.
A conference room. It'll be on Facebook Live as well.
Cool.
We've got KSM. We're both North Katy and Central.
Everything's happening.
Everything is back this week.
Let's go. Hope to see you guys there.
We got a spot for you. That's what
That's
we're
right.
saying. We're right here at Central or North Katy.
That's right.
We're super pumped about it. So the last announcement we got: if you've been coming to Kingsland and you're wanting to know more information, for guests or new members. We have a new members class called Next Steps, and Next Steps is here at Central on the 17th. That's this Sunday. You can go online and register for that. North Katy, it is the 24th. And we'll have Next Steps. Basically, we give a full overview of who we are at Kingsland and how you can get plugged in, as well as joining.
And what's really
the
fun
church.
is where a lot of our staff kind of pops in during those, and we get to say hello and get to meet people and answer questions, and it's just a super fun time. If you've never gone to a Next Steps class, check it out. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for you to get to know more about Kingsland and to join in with what God's doing here.
Super good.
Joe, Kingsland Connection, man.
Kingsland Connection, man.
That's it. We want you to stay connected, be connected, and just so thankful for this new year. If you got questions or anything, comment below on Facebook, or you can email info@kingsland.org, and we'll get back to you. Somebody will get back to you today.
Yep.
So thanks, Joe.
Thanks for tuning in.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Go ahead
Thank
and
you.
tell him happy
Appreciate
birthday.
it. Appreciate it. Thank
Love
you very,
man.
very
It's
much.
just his birthday.
I know.
It's a national holiday.
National holiday. Love you all so very, very much.
See you next
Have
week.
a good week. We'll see you.